Have you ever been betrayed by a close friend? Imagine sharing your bread with someone, only for them to use that strength to stab you in the back. This is the story of Jesus and Judas, the night a kiss sealed the fate of the world. It all begins in a quiet room in Jerusalem. The tension in the air was palpable. It was the Last Supper. Jesus looked at his 12 friends, men he had walked with for 3 years. He broke the bread and said, "Take and eat. This is my body." Then the cup. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many." But there was a shadow in that room. Jesus, with a profound sadness, declared, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." The disciples were shocked. "Who, Lord? Is it I?" One by one, they asked, filled with confusion. Judas Iscariot, the group's treasurer, also asked, "Surely you don't mean me, Rabbi?" And Jesus answered him softly, almost as a secret, "You have said so." Judas's heart was already sold. The love of money, the 30 pieces of silver, had blinded his soul. Satan had entered him. Jesus, knowing everything, said to Judas, "What you are about to do quickly." No one at the table understood. They thought he was going to buy something for the feast. But Judas left. He walked out of the light of that room and plunged into the darkness of the night, the darkness of his own betrayal. Later, Jesus went to Gethsemane, an olive garden. His soul was overwhelmed, sorrowful to the point of death. He prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will." His agony was so great that his sweat became like drops of blood. He was fighting, not for himself, but for all of humanity. As he was praying, the sound of footsteps and armor broke the silence. Torches lit up the garden's darkness. Judas was leading them. He was not alone. He brought with him temple guards and Roman soldiers, an armed mob to arrest a single man. Judas had arranged a signal, a sign that, on any other day, would be one of love and respect. "The one I kiss," he had told the guards, "is the man. Arrest him." Judas approached Jesus in the middle of the dark garden. With a cold courage, he said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and he kissed him. A kiss on the cheek, the touch of betrayal, the signal that handed the Son of God over to sinners. Jesus, in the midst of that indescribable pain, looked at Judas. He did not curse him. He did not shout. He asked a question that echoes through eternity. "Friend, why have you come?" Friend. Even in the very act of betrayal, Jesus called him friend. At that moment, the soldiers seized Jesus. Peter, impulsive, drew his sword and cut off the ear of a servant. But Jesus stopped him. "Put your sword back in its place," he said. And in his last act of healing before the cross, Jesus touched the man's ear and healed him. He looked at the crowd. "Am I leading a rebellion, that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day, I sat in the temple courts teaching, and you did not arrest me. But this is your hour when darkness reigns." Jesus knew that kiss was necessary. He knew Judas was part of the divine plan. The kiss of Judas was not a surprise to God. It was the door through which the world's salvation would pass. Human betrayal encountered divine sovereignty. Judas used his sign of love as a weapon of death, but God would use that death to bring eternal life to us all. The betrayer thought he was in control, but he was just a piece in the greater plan of redemption. That kiss teaches us about the depths of human sin and about the even greater depths of God's love. He allowed himself to be betrayed so that we would never be abandoned.